beautiful souls. My name is Joey. I'm an energy channel and intuitive. Whew. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna pull a couple cards here today. It feels like it wants to be a relationship reading, so we're just gonna kind of see. Yeah. So someone is very much stepping into that higher consciousness. We got High Priest here, expanding consciousness. So I just see this as like very much like stepping into your power, like stepping into, a spiritual leading standpoint. Oh, it's Priestess. Yeah, so this is going to be like a very intuitive, like very Queen of Cups, like energy, like very, this is someone who's going to be like very compassionate and like well-rounded in their spiritual knowledge. Someone that's really stepping in and embodying, I'm hearing like shamanistic qualities. um what else, Spirit? Yeah, you're going through a rebirth, and that's what this is. Okay, so if you have been like, if you recently went through a breakup, or if you're like, feeling called to kind of do it alone right now, it's because you're on a major rebirth, and this is all part of like the path that you are destined. It's not just manifestation, this is destiny. The path that you're destined to be on to unlock and unleash your personal freedom, okay? And I feel like, yeah, you're integrating different aspects of yourself that may have had you chained. But now it's like we're shining light on them and expanding our consciousness to really free the tides that bind, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, Merkaba activation. So it's a very much expanding consciousness, but also like you're expanding and activating your light body. So I feel like it's very much a time to activate that light body to shield and protect you from lower vibrational frequencies and almost like lower entities, lower vibrational things that are looking to maybe muddy up your channel, is what's coming through. Like, yeah, it looks like it's really time to start taking your spiritual protection seriously, and be that, things that you protect yourself from in the astral and the ethereal. But similarly, also, like if there are, relationships or people that are around you that are, making you constantly feel ungrounded and like you feel like you got to like protect yourself from their energy, the best thing to do is just goodbye and let's keep it real. Yeah, Holy Grail codes. And it's like I just see this as like you are finally like aligning with your true potential, like the limitlessness of yourself. And I think that that's what this rebirth is really ushering in. Okay, and so I just want to like really bring up the fact that the Holy Grail is the human body. Like we are the Holy Grail. You know, and you can fight me on that if you want, I don't really care. But yeah, so to my knowledge and what I've been taught, um is that the human body really is the grail. And so that's essentially, like the chalice is our channel, from the divine. um so I just see this very much as like you filling up your own cup, and a lot of like the gift that you're receiving is just code for your birthrights and your abilities, that every single person has the ability to, tap into. But it takes a lot of, work and clearing and rebirths. It's not just like you do one healing, and you reach this is very much something that you've been working on. Okay, so once they embody this high priestess energy, what's coming through? What's coming through, source? I'm hearing community. This is going to bring you, I feel like, a sense of community, and like more tight knit connections than what you've ever been used to. Yeah. And it's going to bring you in the love. I knew it wanted to be a relationship reading. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you're aligning, like you're manifesting like a protector, and some love. And so I feel like, there might be someone watching this that's feeling alone right now. And I feel like, yeah, ungrounded, like almost like I feel like heavy breathing and like, yeah, just a sense of overwhelm. But just understand that, like, I feel like a lot of this too is like Your empathy gifts are turning back online, to a higher degree than what you had them set at before, for safety things, for protecting your mental health. But now your spirit and you are thirsty for this new knowledge, and I feel like there's a lot of like new ideas and new energy coming in, and I feel like you're just seeing things more clearly, and similarly spirit is also sending you messages. This could be things that you read about, or just random things that pop into your mind, like a light bulb lighting off, and it's very much like trust the path that you're on, even if it feels like you're walking a fine line. Like spirit is literally holding you in alignment right now, is the way I just see this. um, and similarly, I feel like this is going to be someone that really like blows your hair back. Oh wow. And look at how this, I don't even want to move the cards. I just want you to like see for yourself like how this energy is like moving up right into this Knight of Cups here. Okay? Okay, this seems beautiful. So, I almost just feel like I don't really say stuff like this very often, but I feel like this is like it's giving the energy of like being swept off your feet. Um yeah. Because I feel like you are someone who sees things very clearly, with the Queen of Swords coming out here. And you might actually even be apprehensive to receiving all of this, because I feel like this person might come in like hot and heavy, like, and really be like trying to like romance you, and you might almost take it as a red flag. But I just see this as, be open to it, be open to receiving this connection, because it's what you need right now. Yeah, and I feel like that. Yeah, it's going to bring a lot of like fun, happy energy into your life. That's going to bring a lot of creativity and passion to you. Is how I see this. Yeah, exactly. The passion. Yeah, it's going to bring about that freedom and like that free spirit energy that you have. Okay. And yeah, feel like walking the spiritual path, I do just want to say too, like, just because you're stepping into this high priestess role doesn't mean that you have to, renounce, your pleasure. It doesn't mean that you have to renounce, loving or doing any of those things. I feel like that some people think that people of a spiritual attainment have to give up, because you don't. Absolutely not. No. Yeah, in fact, you're being encouraged to share your inner treasure. You are really starting to master your gifts and really starting to honor your inner treasures. And yeah, so this is your sign, like, and this is also like wish fulfillment, like very much wish granted energy. Okay. So yeah, I see this as just like a time to really relax and be at peace mentally. Relax and be at peace mentally, because I just see this next phase as being one, and my eyes are just being drawn back to the Merkava activation, and it's like saying ground, because I just feel like there's going to be a lot of like fast paced energy coming through with this. Is there anything that this group of people should be watching out for, spirit, or something that they should be mindful of, even? Yeah, be mindful of those self-limiting thoughts. Be mindful of people that make, um like, I'm hearing smooth talkers, because there's, I feel like you've dealt with them before, so it's like someone, you're gonna know the difference between this energy. You will feel it in your heart. You will know whose intentions are genuine and like who's got ulterior motives. You're gonna vibrationally feel this. Okay, so be very mindful about how someone makes you feel. And it's like, and I'm hearing like sometimes the butterflies can, or the warning signs can feel like butterflies. So yeah, if someone is making you nervous when you're with them, like, yeah, be mindful of that. Yeah, because yeah, you're being asked to really trust the universe, but be aware that people are going to want to take advantage of your light. But and I feel like, especially like the person that's listening to this, like, you might be someone that really don't let people make you second guess your intuition, but maybe your one like fault line with that is having trust in like the people that you date, you know, and you'd think like, oh, like they would never lie to me, and then someone did, you know, and you caught someone being sneaky, and now it mentally fucks with you, and so you're almost like stuck in this Queen of Swords energy where you're like ever vigilant, like waiting for someone to fuck up is like what I feel. But yeah, um it's kind of like sitting in that energy is kind of killing your passion, as what I see. And it's almost like it was something that you put to protect yourself, but at this point it's starting to be a hindrance because you can integrate in this energy like how do I want to word this? Like you can integrate the knowledge and the feeling of like being able to discern authentic people from inauthentic people, especially with what you've been through. So you don't need to allow it to control you anymore. It's time to really release that. Yeah. And cut off the contact. I mean, if there is like that old relationship and that old person that you keep allowing a window in, it's time to like finally cut them out. Yeah, it's time for those boundaries. Time for those boundaries, and it's time to honestly just return energy to sender. You don't even actually have to respond. You're not required to do anything other than take care of yourself. Okay, so yeah, that's coming through really, really hard. Yeah. So, and I feel like the more you continue contact with whoever this is, it's going to slow down your manifestation. It's slowing down your high priestess path. Okay. So, just really vibrationally check in with these relationships and how these people are making you feel. They should, you know, yeah, that's what's coming through. I'm being called to pull another one of these. Yeah, go within. So this is a healing separation that you guys are going through. So even if, and it's like for some of you, I'm almost hearing like right person, wrong time. So yeah, there might be different aspects that need to be aligned and balanced, so that you guys can meet each other on a new level by going within and meeting yourselves at a new level. Okay, so yeah, and for some of you, you know, like if you are on this path to ascension, this is like another thing too. Like if you're on this path to ascension, uh, and your partner is someone that you really, really can't see yourself living without, then encourage them to maybe see if this lifestyle or like the path of ascension is one that resonates with them too, because I just see this like a lot of times with couples, like when one person's putting in the work and the other person is not putting in the work, a lot of times that creates a different type of strain on a relationship because someone is showing up for themselves and really like putting in the work, and a lot of times the other person is not consciously doing that work, and I feel like that can put some distance between you. And it's not even an intentional thing, it's just like an energetic difference. So yeah, it's very much, you know, like, and when you're coming into like this high priestess energy, and you're really like receiving the gift, it comes from changes in perception, it comes from seeing things from a different light. And you know, I feel like this is really a time where you're going inward and you're allowing yourself to show up for yourself, and changing the perspective, or the perspective of like this is happening to me, and realizing like that this is all happening for you, like this is all happening for you. And yes, it's all on your path to ascension. This is all part of your up leveling. It's all part of you stepping into the teacher role, into the spiritual leader. Okay. And this might seem like a hard thing right now to embrace, but even though in your soul, you and your spirit, you know that this is the right thing to do, but it doesn't make it any easier always. So spirit is just reminding you, you know, to find the silver lining and like make this a good thing. Like make this healing separation and like make this energy a good thing, and see it as something that is necessary and beneficial for your growth. Um yeah. I mean, it's relationships and like this, especially with this being a general reading, I really don't want to get like too far into specifics. But yeah, I'm hearing blessing in disguise, and like, and I feel like at the end of this, like, you're really gonna be laughing, and it's like all gonna come full circle, and it's gonna be like a big aha, like, oh, I see clearly now. That's what's coming through for me. So, hmm. Yeah, and I'm just hearing every little thing is gonna be all right. Yeah. Yeah, and it's time to shift your perspective. Shift your perspective is what they're saying. Shift your perspective on your situation and how you're viewing this. And shift your perspective also is, I'm hearing, like, on the way you feel about it. Because I feel like someone's almost damning themselves, or like being hard on themselves because they're feeling so much about this separation, but it's like you're feeling more because your gifts are activating. Okay, it's not your feelings that need to be shut down, it's just that your perspective needs to be shifted. Okay, they want me to stop there. There's some shit to chew over there. Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you for letting me channel if you made it to the end, and keep facing your true north.